Welcome back. Today we're walking through how to get prior authorization for Trulicity, a popular medication for managing type 2 diabetes, with Optum RX Medicare. This process can seem complex, but I'll break it down step by step to make it easier for you or anyone you're helping to get access to this important medication. So what exactly is Trulicity? Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable medication that helps control blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. It's a key part of diabetes care for many, helping to prevent complications like heart disease and kidney issues. But because Trulicity is a high-cost drug, Optum RX requires prior authorization to confirm it's necessary for the patient. Let's start by looking at the key things you'll need for a smooth prior authorization process. First, accuracy matters. Patient and provider details must be complete and precise. Mistakes in basic information can cause delays or even denials, so double-checking everything before submission is crucial. You'll also need to include the correct ICD-10 code for type 2 diabetes without complications, which is 𝗍𝗏𝗋.9. This coding ensures the request aligns with the patient's medical condition. The process starts with Optum RX's electronic prior authorization, or EPA system. After logging in, you'll receive a unique electronic key to begin the authorization request. This key allows you to track the request and respond quickly to any follow-up from Optum RX. Now let's look at the detailed information you'll need to include in each step. Step 1 is entering patient details. This includes their full name, date of birth, address, and Medicare member ID. Ensuring these are correct is essential for Optum RX to match the request with the right patient and avoid delays. Next, we enter the drug details. For Trulicity, you'll specify the name, dosage, and supply. Most patients start with the 0.5 mg/0.5 ml auto-injectors, and usually, a 30-day supply is requested. Be precise here to match the prescription with what's actually needed for the patient's treatment plan. After the drug details are set, it's time to enter the prescribing physician's information. This includes their national provider identifier, full name, and contact info. These details are needed to verify that the prescription is from a licensed provider, a necessary step for Optum RX to approve higher-cost drugs like Trulicity. One of the most critical steps is attaching supporting clinical information. Here, you'll upload records that show the patient's treatment history, lab test results like A1C levels, and any physician notes explaining why Trulicity was chosen over other medications. These documents are essential because they establish the medical necessity of Trulicity for the patient, especially if previous treatments haven't been effective. After that, you'll enter the diagnosis code. For type 2 diabetes without complications, that's 𝗍𝗏𝗋.9. This code ties the request directly to the patient's specific condition, making it easier for Optum RX to approve. Once all the information is filled in, it's time to double-check everything before submitting. Errors or missing information can mean delays or even a denial, so a final review is always a good idea. Then, submit the request through Optum RX's EPA portal. The electronic submission is not only faster, but also allows you to track the request and respond if Optum RX requests any additional information. Now let's talk briefly about why Optum RX requires prior authorization for Trulicity. This process helps ensure that high-cost drugs like Trulicity are prescribed appropriately, keeping patient safety and healthcare costs in mind. For renewals, Optum RX may ask for updated clinical information to verify continued necessity. And what if the request is denied? In that case, don't worry, there's an appeals process. You or the healthcare provider can submit additional documentation or further clarify why Trulicity is the best treatment option for the patient. Appeals can be successful, especially when the clinical data strongly supports the prescription. So let's recap. To submit a prior authorization for Trulicity with Optum RX Medicare, you'll need accurate patient and provider details, precise drug information, clinical documentation to show medical necessity, and the correct diagnosis code. Using Optum RX's EPA system, you can track and manage the process for faster approvals. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this guide helpful, consider sharing it to help others navigate the prior authorization process for important medications like Trulicity. Don't forget to subscribe for more healthcare tips and insights, and we'll see you next time.
If you are looking for outsourcing services, schedule a demo today by visiting www.staffingly.com or emailing us at support@staffingly.com or call us on the number 1-800-489-5877.